What is going on, guys? Today we will be pushing at 5 engine rooms. So recently we have just gotten our 5 engine room. We've already played a couple of matches and we've won most of them, and we've just lost one there against a rocket chopper player there. So at 5 engine room, rocket chopper players are, if you can use them, they are still pretty fast compared to the slow moving troops, especially when you compare them against say bombers or Zukas. So obviously they can move pretty fast across the base. All you have to do is use your shocks. Your regular mines are no use to them since they are flying troops, of course, and they can simply go around the base destroying everything pretty fast. Now let's get into some live battles here, and let's try to push up to rank 18 there. So we will, instead of having bricks iron wheel, we will bring battle orders, since the bombardiers are not in trouble of dying. So we need battle orders to try and rush across this base and get the fastest time possible. So we will save one Zuka for the left side over here. So let's activate an early battle order, try and get all the troops across, put a couple of shocks at the boom cannon and flamethrower. So over here, these Zukas are doing, not Zukas, sorry, bombardiers are going to the correct targets over here. Let's just initiate another battle order there. We have to keep an eye on these bombardiers when they get to that boom cannon over there. But so far so good, going pretty well. Activate another battle order. We have to save one last shock when they get up to here. So as you can see there, perfect timing there. We'll just let them finish off that. And no worries over there. Now let's just we just keep spanning battle orders here, and throw all our barrage at the last entry room, try and get the fastest time possible. Over here it seems like these three bombers will need some help over here, and they should drop approximately the same time, so 2:49. Let's check out the opponent. So again, this player was also using rocket chopper, and he got us he got the win just simply based on he was using faster troops. So perhaps something does need to change over here. Perhaps we will eventually move the sky shield over here if we do keep losing, but we'll just keep going with this strategy right now. We are using only 3 heavy choppers. That is simply because they do last a long time, and they don't die out pretty quick or anything like normal heavies would. So we'll just save one heavy chopper for this side, and we'll just use 2 over here and the rest over here. We almost made a mistake of initiating battle orders too soon, so we'll wait until they get up to the central base area. So we'll let them go through that way. We'll initiate an iron will battle order. So they will be fine over here. We simply need to keep this lot rushing through the base over here, trying to get the fastest time possible again. Battle orders again, simply spamming battle orders, trying to get the quickest time possible. This lot is perfectly fine over here. And we can save up for one more battle orders before the attack finishes. So we cannot throw down a flare at the engine room. Sometimes some players leave the engine room peeking out of the sky shield just a tiny bit, enough for some players to flare, and unfortunately this player has covered it pretty well over here. So we're just going to throw our barrage just at the moment that this sky shield falls down. So 2 minutes 30 and even slower time. So let's see what kind of troop combination this player is using. So against normal troop combinations, we are winning battles. It's simply when players are using rocket choppers. So as you can see, the purpose of this general base layout is simply to make them go all the way up to the right side, the top right hand engine room, and then walk all the way across to a final engine room. Sometimes some players do also have one boat of seekers. They try and drop over here, so sometimes that works for them. So we did manage to get the victory over here, and let's try and keep pushing over here. So we're halfway to 18 over there. Let's try and keep pushing while we can. This player might have been easier to do seekers, but I don't have seekers unlocked, so we'll just do a spread out heavy rocket chopper, bombardier rocket chopper attack. So most of our bombardiers, let's drop this boat of heavy chopper on this side. Try and save that part of Zukas this way. Initiate Brick's ability. Now this player doesn't have the sky shield, so that means we can do an early flare if we have one more engine room left. So we are lucky in that sense. Well, let's try and take this engine room out as fast as possible so we can flare on the other side. So they are almost there at the same time. We need them to move a bit faster so we can flare at the last one and just initiate that flare and any last barrage. So 250 minutes. Let's see if this was good enough. Beat us by 3 seconds. That was very close. Let's see what combination he used. Okay, so most players at this level in early 5E are using rocket chopper combinations. So let's see. I assume that he used seekers to get this engine room over here. So let's just take a look. No, he simply barraged it out. So he must have had barrage maxed out along with the gunboat energy node. So let's try. So we're falling back and forth here, which is the typical in warships by now. Let's see, another spread out base. Now spread out bases typically just drop the heavy choppers in a line, drop the bombardiers in a line and let them go out. Put Brick in the middle there and do battle orders to try and get them off to a fast start here. So we'll just use, just have to put some medkit on over here, shock the shock launcher. These ones are pretty okay here, so maybe we could save up enough barrage if we don't need to use the gunboat energy at this moment in time. So where's Brick over here? Let's initiate Brick over here. A lot of bombardiers in her range, so we will initiate that battle orders. So we have a nice spread over here. So they're splitting half and half over here. Try and get the last engine room. That side's going to be pretty well taken care of. We just need to attack this side because there is less bombardiers on this side. As you can see, that side. Let's try and get throw down all our artillery barrage on this side. This engine room. The engine will go down. One more barrage. And 242. 242. Okay. Okay, this player is doing okay. So the sky shield is really helping us in this case over here. He's simply trying to flare and use bullet as a meat shield. Let's see how this works out for him. So he's currently lost all his rocket chopper. So let's watch him go down. So as you can see over here, he's probably barged out the far left engine room, and he simply flared over to the far right engine room. He's trying to go up, but he simply cannot. He would have to shock the boom cannon over here. Let's see if is he going to. He will, but that machine gun might be in range or out of range. Let's see if he can get it. No, he simply won't be able to destroy it quick enough. So, okay. 9 stars. Let's try and go up. We're back at halfway through 17, so let's try and keep playing. Now, typically, if you do have a more spread out base, it is kind of easier to attack. Whereas if you have a clumped up base, all your firepower is concentrated on the troops at certain specific points. So in this one, I'm gonna bring another boat of bombardier, and I will just drop 2 this way, 1, 2, and then 3 brick over here. We don't need to throw. We can throw the extra barrage over here. We just need to. We just need one bombardier on this side, and then the rest on this side. Let's try and clear this side, this sky shield this time, so that doesn't slow us down and at the very end of the attack, allowing us to simply flare. We just need one more barrage on this one. Now we will throw it right direct, not on the sky shield, but on top of where the engine room is, so that once the sky shield drops, it will the remaining barrages will hit the engine room. So over on this side, I do believe that the bombardiers went over to the far right, which is a real shame, because that means this attack is not going to be as fast as I would have hoped. So now we have to rush all the way back over to this side over here, which is going to be very bad. So we just have to drop the right about now, try and initiate Brick's battle orders and rush over to this side. But I do believe that this is a loss now. We simply got a bad spread there. We should have waited a bit longer, probably 2 more seconds longer, to drop our boat of bombardiers on this side. So sub to 30, you typically want to stay above 240, but obviously sub 221 is going to be very bad, unless our opponent has fizzled pretty bad. Oh, okay, yes. So our base did get the win this time. He used the same combination as us, and perhaps did the same mistake as us. He didn't delay drop, or he did delay drop, but they went over to the right hand side. So yeah. Initiating that battle order as soon as they were coming across really did help us. It speeded them up, and we just need about 3 more attacks and we can get into the next rank. Okay, this is a really clustered base that I have seen. We will initiate the battle orders. What do we want to do here? We want to save our GBE for shocks and boom cannon. So let's shock over here, try and save our heavy choppers. Okay, 1 heavy chopper did go down. That's pretty bad. It's safer to bring 4 heavy chopper and 4 bombardiers, but this way I bought 3 because I wanted more firepower. So let's try and use shocks to keep the regular boom cannons and regular cannons at bay. We need to activate brick again as soon as possible, and now try and get that extra damage at the engine room. Is it possible we can slip in a flare at the back there? I don't believe so, but no, it's unfortunately not. So we will just wait, keep our barrage, and initiating brick's ability. 242. Okay, that's a slightly faster time than I've been doing so far. So let's see how the opponent is doing. 240. Okay, so he's had to flare around the sky shield, and the troops were distracted by the machine gun I had there. So that's a nice win for us. The opponent also didn't take down the shock launcher, which is a big mistake. This shock launcher is also slightly in range, so this player got a slower time than us. Nice. Now, to explain the base a little bit more, we have these sniper towers over here, simply so that when they drop the troops over here, the troops will naturally go across over here. They will go across over here, and then any bombardiers he drops at the far right hand corner over here will simply go over here, be attracted towards the sniper towers. So let's keep going while we have some more troops left over. Okay, I believe 3 again and 3 again. We'll just drop 1 this side just to see which way it goes. If it goes right hand side, we will have to drop the extra boat we have over here. So let's just drop this extra boat this way then. We'll have to shock it once they get close enough in range. So we have shocked it there. We do need a fast shock as quickly as possible. Shock, and let's keep an eye on this this side of our attack. We need to saving up for Briggs battle orders is more beneficial than using shocks or barrages. So over here we will drop down some barrages in order to speed that engine room down, and let's try to stay above 250, I believe, over here. So we might be 240 or 245. Let's try and get this one as fast as possible. So the sky shield really does slow down opponent's attacks. 244. Okay, 244. That's a decent time for this rank. 244. This guy must not have heavy choppers. So let's see how he manages to attack the base. These mortars are doing a massive amount of damage to his Zukas, absolutely one-shotting them. He's only got a couple of heavies left as his meat shield. He's barraging out that engine room, and let's see if he's gonna be able to make it through complete the base. He has more barrages saved up. Shock launcher, no, and he will be able to make it. Okay, so this player simply went around. The time he took to flare around the base probably saved us there. And that's another victory for us. And that's very nice for us to get into rank 18 there, as we have been stuck in rank 17 since being in 4 engine rooms. So it's pretty nice to get up to the next rank. So in my local leaderboard, at least, the top player is, I believe he's at he's at rank 20 there. I'm a rank 8 with 59% win percentage, which is pretty high at this level. So we'll try and keep pushing at the optimal times. That's all. Thanks.